Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Teach Better Today morning show. We are talking breakfast for teachers as well as listener questions. Jeff and I are both eating, and we're going to talk about our favorite go-to quick snacks for breakfast, which we want to hear from you in the comments as well. So get ready for some yummy fun, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Teach Better Today morning show where we get to join you live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, and as an episode of Teach Better Talk podcast. So many good things to say. Jeff Gargis is in the house. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello. Good morning.
We're talking about food. This is our focus for today because it's the week of Thanksgiving. This is our last episode before the U.S. Thanksgiving. Shout out to our Canadian friends. We know that yours is at a different time. And I'm at a school today. I'm like, I need to eat, do this show, and head out. So we're gonna talk breakfast foods.
Yeah. Can we make a quick production note that I think we have the rest of the week off, right? Because
So
correct?
so we had a show yesterday with Chad, today with us, and then there will not be a show Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of this week. Most US schools will have some of those days off. And so we are, gonna wish you a wonderful holiday and see you next Monday.
And since we are a US school, we are taking them off too.
I think it's because I don't want to wake up tomorrow. Maybe that's it.
That's
Is that not a good response? Hold on.
I have to start super early tomorrow and be super focused on getting myself ready for turkey. So it's a lot of stretching of the stomach. And my arms, want to make sure I can shovel properly because I get 2 meals. So anyway.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
All about food, right?
Meals. We're going on vacation / we're going to Matt's family, and I won't lie, I consider that a vacation. I think it's the best time ever. So it's gonna be a ball.
Hey, vacation is really just getting away, right?
Right. Like they live in a beautiful home on a beautiful piece of land. Everybody goes, kids, dogs, everyone. And they're like the nicest people on the planet. So it literally could not be better. It could not. So anywho, because of the crazy morning we were both having, I was like, can we just talk like quick breakfast? Like if you only have 5 minutes running out of the house, maybe we'll give each other 10 minutes. 10 minutes running out of the house. What is the go-to breakfast for a teacher? And I think that if you asked me this like a few years ago, I would have just said coffee. And then people have shamed me for that. So now I want to say like, I'm eating an egg burrito right now. This was super easy to make.
Yeah, I'm eating, not a teacher, so I wouldn't have that, but I'm eating bananas and strawberries cut up, which isn't really a quick go-to. It's like I cut them up today and stuff. So
well, but you could prep that. Couldn't you prep that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could. Well, the banana you wouldn't necessarily want to cut up too early because it'll not be as good. You want to cut that fresh. My quick go-to is typically a granola bar.
Right. Here's my thing.
That's my usual. Like a lot of days I don't eat breakfast, but most time if I do eat breakfast, a lot of times it's just a granola bar to like get a little something in me. But I do love my banana and strawberries. So when there's good strawberries at the store,
I'm super pro granola bar. I think I have a granola bar 99% of the time for breakfast. But okay, can I just vent for a second about the grocery store? Because you guys know I hate grocery stores. I feel like I go through the granola bars and it like, I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting away my money. Like every time I take one out, I'm like, oh, I have to go shopping soon. I take another out. It's like, oh, I have to go shopping soon.
I'm sorry, wait. Every time you pull a granola bar like out of the box at your house, you feel?
Yeah, like I buy them like in bulk.
Okay.
So then every time I take one out, I'm like, oh, one step closer to having to go back to the grocery store.
Where do you get the burrito?
Well, these are ingredients you have to put together, so I don't feel the same, like.
But like when you pull out the tortilla, isn't it like one step? Of course, those come in like a pack of 5 million. It seems like, but
Right, and they never go bad. Like, I feel
like
like we've had
eggs,
the
you don't feel that
same.
with eggs. There's only so many in that carton. You can literally see it going away.
Yeah, but I'm only doing one at a time, and
So
today there's
I've got a
it was a
box of
whole
granola.
pack.
I've got a box of granola bars, and it's actually like in our bread drawer. There's a box of granola bars too down there, and I bought a big one once, and then every time at the store, I just grab like a little pack and I just dump them in there. So there's literally always it's kind of like a mess box, just like filled with them. So I never feel like I'm getting anywhere close to that. I also like I'm weird. I don't know if I think it's probably me. If you do this, please comment and let me know so I don't feel as weird. But I have an area downstairs where like I've got backup of everything. Like I stock my basement. And so like we'll be upstairs and be like, oh, we're out of. I'm like, no, we're not. Daddy runs down.
See, this is
So I always have a pack of granola bars downstairs too, like always ready.
this is why we would be good partners, because I would be like, oh no, we have to go to the grocery store, and you'd be like, not today, Ray. Here's a brand new box. And in my mind, if you bring it up from the basement, it's free.
Hey,
Like,
that's exactly what it is. Like, oh no, we're not out. Like
yeah.
I literally we have we have a deep freeze where we keep, like meats and stuff like that. So like obviously that's there, but also there's backup like toaster waffles and random junk like that because that's like all
Amazing.
Jonathan needs. But we have a clothes rack above it that doesn't have clothes on it. I have hangers with grocery bags of chips and pretzels and stuff backed up.
Okay, this sounds like a problem. Do you want to talk
And
about
then I
it?
literally have like one of those shoe hangers that's got like 7 slots with things like backup boxes of like rice and
Okay,
Easy
wait.
Mac and noodles and everything. And then there's a box on the ground that's got like pasta sauce, syrup, just it's all non-perishable stuff. But like,
I don't feel like you maybe want to admit this. You sound a little like a hoarder, but like in a good way.
but
Like,
like, yeah,
if
but
there
it's not
was
like it's a nice neat little
if there was
spot.
a
It's all,
zombie apocalypse, then
well,
we'd
it's,
want to be at your house.
but like, tell me there's nothing worse than like up in the morning. You're trying to get ready and you're like, oh, you know what I really want today? I want some toast or a bagel or something. I want some nice crunchy peanut butter on it. And you're out of peanut butter. That's like the worst thing in the world. But in my house, it doesn't happen because there's a peanut butter downstairs.
Okay.
Likely two.
I just want you to know that there is a hoarder show. I don't watch them, but I'm sure it exists, where they have this same argument for like, maybe you needed that piece of string that came off your shoe. And what if you needed it? No worries. I got it in the pile in the family room, just so you know.
Fun fact is probably about 10 years ago, I did a workshop on using video for marketing to a group of like, I don't know, 45 or 50 people who are coaches and consultants and therapists for hoarders. And they didn't see it.
Okay. So I thought this episode was going to be
did not go where
helpful.
you thought it was going to go.
Yeah, I thought we were going to like brainstorm helpful breakfast, but instead we'll leave that to our incredible network in the comments. If you're in the comments, especially if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we'd love to hear what your go-to breakfast is. Maybe you have a new routine. Maybe you meal prep on Sundays, which if you do, I think you're, a special piece of God, because I literally cannot get myself to do it. We're going to transition into team talk because I think Jeff needs some therapy on hoarding and I need to go look up resources. So we'll be right back. Hey everyone, good morning. Thank you for sticking with us here on the Teach Better Today morning show. Jeff, you distracted me so much I didn't get to talk about my orange juice. You really threw me off. I had a thing I wanted to talk about with this.
I think your choice of words of sticking with us was a good choice of words. Like hanging in there, guys. Like we'll get through this together. What do you drink?
I want to talk about this.
Is that a fancy glass? It seems like a fancy glass for orange juice.
This is a glass that we only have 2 of, so we only put alcoholic drinks in it. It's like a wine glass. You have some. Okay, I'm not drinking an alcoholic drink. This is just orange juice.
Really?
juice. But here's the deal. So I went to Punta Cana, with like my girlfriends, and every single morning we had fresh orange juice on the beach, and it was always served in wine glasses. So even though there was no alcohol in it in the morning, because that would be insane, we were feeling very fancy. So my new thing now that I'm back is to have a fancy glass of orange juice in the morning, because it makes me feel so, like, I don't know, ready for the day. I feel like pampering myself. Do you ever have anything like that where you do something strange to make yourself feel fancy? I feel like you would be the person who would do that for yourself.
Like something. Well, no, I'll do like in the morning or just in general doing something fancy for myself.
Like
That's a
going the extra mile to give yourself a little bit of a fancy
yeah.
elevation. I'm trying to think of other examples. This is my example.
Well, yeah, but I've done it like little times, like where like if I do like the reality is if you do a glass of wine at home, you can literally put it in anything you want. If you're just sitting there having a drink, right? I always put it in one of our like the actual wine glasses so I can enjoy it with myself. And if it's or something like that. So I guess that kind of. But I'll do if we bring it back to food. There's some mornings I get up and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't have much going on. I'm like, all right, I'm doing like a breakfast.
Yeah, fancy breakfast.
And I make enough where I should be feeding other people because I'm like dirty and everything, but it's just like making just for me. So that way where I'll literally have like the eggs and like the bacon, the toast, and like fruit laid out, and I'm like trying to like I take the time to like display it nicely, and then I'm like,
right, or
no one's gonna see this, so you take a picture just for yourself though, because you don't want to share that you're just like lonely and eating that all by yourself. But yeah, so I do that. I guess does that count?
Or like that counts. Or like the people that will buy like a fancy shampoo because the few moments you get to yourself to wash your hair, you want it to be like feel like you're in a spa.
9 out of 10 times when I wash my hair, it's with the body wash because it like counts as a shampoo too. It's like a 3-in-1. So nothing fancy there. It's usually the Meyer brand or like from someone off the street. So don't go that route.
Maybe you were the wrong person to interview. I shouldn't have waited for Katie to be gone, because I'm sure Katie will like understand what I'm talking about. But
I understand what you're talking about. I will do that. So maybe this is similar. Like, so obviously not today. Most time when you see me, I'm just like in t-shirts and sweatshirts, stuff like that. But there are days where I will like get like dressed up, like head to toe with like dress pants and that like to just work at home because it puts me in a different mood. I just feel better about myself for whatever reason I needed that day. So
that's a great example. Yeah, where you maybe have, like you again, I like that. Like you get a little bit more dressed up to be like, we're gonna have just a stellar day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think little things like that. And I've always been a advocate for if you work at home to get up and get dressed, like regardless of whether you dress up or not. But doing those little things to make yourself feel better is good.
It's really hard when you have a 6 a.m. show. Like getting up and getting dressed is not. I'm in leggings. Does that count? Are you in a sport coat right now in a suit and you're just not telling us?
I'm in a long sleeve t-shirt that you can get at teachbetterswag.com.
Ooh, good. Wait, hold on.
What,
really good.
Like,
really good.
Did you wear the leggings to sleep last night?
I'm taking the fifth. I'm not a part of this conversation.
Okay. I played well, like if one was asleep last night, then no, you didn't get up and get dressed. You kept on the same clothes. If you didn't have leggings on last night and you put them on this morning, it doesn't matter what you put on. You got up and got dressed. You changed into something different for your day.
This segment brought to you by the amazing resources over at teachbetterswag.com, where you can get your very own teacher swag brought to you by the Teach Better team. Feel free to head over there. And if you need a discount code, you may reach out to Jeffrey Gargis, who is the holder of all the codes.
That was good. Nice little play there. Okay. Yeah. We're supposed to be in teacher. Are we in teacher talk? Or is this our teacher talk?
Well, it got off
team
track.
Talk? Not teacher talk, team talk.
Yeah, Jeff, this is the first time on the show, so
I'm fired.
I was going to do a listener question, but then we got on topic of like how to be all fancy.
But I'm okay with that. I think it's important for teachers for you all to take some time to be fancy from time to time, because let's face it, 9.96 out of 10 times you are grabbing the granola bar if you're lucky.
Maybe you get a little bit of a fancy granola bar.
I don't know that we've ever shared a better piece of advice or strategy than just now today. Two things. One, go ahead and get fancy. Drink your orange juice out of a fancy glass in the morning. And two, like it's okay to wear leggings.
We're going to do a really easy, hold on, I'm not supporting what you just said. Hold on. We're going to do a really easy listener question. This essentially is a yes or no. And we could play that game where it's like, I'm going to give you my opinion, but not explain. So we might even not elaborate on our response to this. Are you ready for a listener question? Yes or no?
Sure. Yes.
All right. Listener question. Should high school students be allowed to drive off campus for lunch? That was a listener question. Yes or no? No explanation needed. You're going yes?
I'm going yes.
I'm going yes too. But are we going to explain?
Now you want to know why, because you didn't think I was going to go yes.
I know. I thought you were going to go no.
Not explaining. I don't have to provide my reasoning.
All right. We would love to hear your comments in the chat. We hope you have an amazing day ahead.
Are they allowed to share their reasoning? Or are we just going to have like a slew of comments that could make us, okay, I
think everyone is just yes or no.
This is going to really mess with me, but okay.
Well, you can reach out to them privately and direct messages, Jeff, and have deep conversations about it.
Fair enough.
Friends,
fair enough.
We hope you find an excuse to be fancy today. We hope you have an amazing, amazing Thanksgiving if you are celebrating here in the U.S. And we will see you Monday next week for a great show. Don't worry, it will be with Jeff and I. So it's just going to be absolutely baller. Right, Jeff? Are you so excited?
Absolutely. It's going to be the best.
The best. Bye, guys. Hey, Teach Better community. Thank you so much for joining the Teach Better Today morning show every single weekday at 7 a.m. Eastern. We have so many resources for you outside of this live stream at teachbetter.com, including blogs, podcasts, and professional development that will bring our team to your school. Wherever you are listening from this morning, please make sure you are sharing and celebrating the incredible educators in this world. And hey, if you are listening over on a podcast to Teach Better Talk, we would love a 5-star review. The comments are always so entertaining. We'll see you tomorrow.